Hello everyone, welcome to oliveboard. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Okay, so now you see, so in a couple of weeks back, someone in one of the mock analysis commented, "Ki sir, like please take a class, make a short video on the average concept on a very specific topic, that is how to deal with consecutive numbers." And honestly, this particular type has already been asked multiple times, both in NTPC or RRB exams as well as some SSC exams, CGL, CHSL, both. So look, that is so like keeping that in mind, I kind of thought let's make a quick little short, very short video of half an hour at most on this particular topic. So let's understand what we are going to do here. Let's understand the types of questions, and from there we can definitely build. Okay. So sir, first things first. So I'm just taking a few questions up, and I'll be explaining the things. Okay. Now, sir, consecutive number questions, na? Consecutive number questions. The average. So this is a mixture of average as well as this consecutive number like theory. That is like kind of I generally teach this in the number system part. Right now. So generally consecutive number. So the questions can be built in two different fashion. First one is that they may ask you odd number of numbers. Odd number of numbers. Now, what do I mean by this? Please understand. Odd number of numbers means, sir, like this is a question, sir. There are 5 numbers, 3, 4, 5. Now, they may give you like consecutive numbers. They may give you, sir, consecutive even numbers or consecutive odd numbers. So I'm just taking an example. Let's say there are 5 numbers, consecutive even numbers I'm taking. So over here we are taking consecutive even numbers. Consecutive even numbers. Now please understand one thing. I'm going from absolute basic. If we are talking about consecutive even numbers and odd number of numbers, like number of numbers, meaning that 5, 7, 3, these type of numbers. So they are saying the sum of or average of the consecutive even numbers, it is say given as say 16. Say this is given as 16, sir. Perfect. So if this is the average is given, so I can say sir, that means sum we can figure out. So these 5 numbers, the sum of these 5 numbers will be sir average into say number of numbers, that is 16 times 5. Absolutely okay with this. Now that means, now please understand how can we deal with this type of question. Say they may ask us what is the highest number, what is the lowest number, what is the second highest number, second lowest number. They can ask you anything. Difference between that, ratio between that, they can ask you any type of questions from there. So whatever the question might be, what you need to do, we need to figure out these numbers. We need to figure out these numbers. So that is the type we are talking about. Okay. Now, please understand one very simple thing, sir. Be it consecutive even numbers or be it consecutive odd numbers. One thing you see, sir, if I say like say even numbers consecutive, so 4, then 6, then 8, then 10. So you'll see one very simple thing. So the difference, the gap is of 2, sir. The gap here is always of 2 between two consecutive even numbers. Now, please understand the same thing actually happens for consecutive odd numbers as well. Say if I say 3, 5, 7, 9. So again, you see, be it odd, be it even. Sir, this is the gap is always of 2, sir. It is if I write this, so it is increasing or decreasing by 2 only. So it does not matter whether we are talking about even number or we are talking about odd numbers. So there are actually 2 ways to go. The general method, the method that most of the books Vagera follows is, let's take this x. So every number is like kind of increasing by 2. So this is x plus 2, this is x plus 4, this is x plus 6, this is x plus 8. But again, we are not going to use that because this actually gives you a little bit of an issue. There are easier methods out there. There are, so we can, if we can think a little bit easier, then we will also figure out the numbers, which is a little bit easier. Sir, you see, If I'll take in case of odd number of numbers, 3, 5, 7, 9, those type. So the middle value as x. So that means the next consecutive even number will be, sir, can I say it will be x plus 2, because the gap in this case is always of 2, sir. So next one, 2 more, x plus 4, sir. The previous one, sir, it will be, sir, can I say x minus 2? The previous one, sir, again minus 2, that is x minus 4. Now you understand what is happening here. What is exactly happening? So plus 2 minus 2 gone. Plus 4 minus 4 gone. So we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x. It is equal to 16 times 5, or 5 and 5 cancels. So x is equal to 16. That means the middle value that we had assumed, so this is equal to 16. So this will be, sir, 18, this will be, sir, 20, this will be, sir, 14, this will be, sir, 12. So meaning what I'm trying to say over here, sir, all the numbers we can figure out very, very easily if we approach the question like this, by like from the middle part if we can approach. So this is one very simple thing that I was kind of trying to convey to you. Now let's understand, let's build from here. This is just a basic. So again, for consecutive odd numbers also, we can do the same thing. So like the conclusion that we can draw from here, or the conclusion that we want to draw from here, sir, that means directly now can I say, if this is given, sir, the average of 7 consecutive odd numbers, okay, is, say, let's say consecutive odd numbers I'm taking, sir, it is, let's do 19. Sir, what is, so they are asking what is the difference between n, so let's figure out all the numbers. So what I can say directly, so that means we are talking about 7 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sir, what is the middle value, sir? Can I say this is my middle value? You see, right may 3, left may also 3. So can I now directly say average, if we go with this method, that means average is nothing but your middle value. So it will be the next one, 21, 23, 25. This one, sir, 17, 15, 13, sir. So directly can we see, so we don't need to do any more calculations. We can say this directly. We can say this absolutely directly. Now again, same goes for even as well as odd. Now you might say, sir, why this happens? Actually, this, let's understand, let's learn a few things. Okay, this is a technique. This we understood. So actually, this is something that there was a person called Bernoulli. So actually, Bernoulli's method, this is actually called Bernoulli's method. He was the first person, at least in recorded history, who noticed this. So what happens? What did Bernoulli say over there? Like, back then, sir, he particularly told us, you see, if there is an AP, arithmetic progression, for those who don't know, arithmetic progression means if the gap between the consecutive numbers are always the same. So if we are talking about consecutive even number, consecutive odd number, normal consecutive numbers, so always the gap remains the same. You see over here, it is increasing by 2 only. It is also increasing by 2 only. So gap is always same. So that is actually nothing but an AP. Now they are saying in case of any AP, let's say, let us write down an AP. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 60, say 70, sir. You understand this, or rather, let's go with this. So that means this is an AP increasing by 10. It is increasing by 10 each of the step. Each of the numbers are 10 more than the previous number. It's an AP. We all agree. So you understand, sir, you take the average of the first and the last term. First and the last term, if we take, sir, average is what, sir? 10 plus 70 divided by 2. So that is 80 by 2, that is, sir, 40. Right, sir? So again, 40 is, you see, nothing but your middle value, sir. It is your middle value, sir. You see, very interesting thing. Another very interesting thing, sir. You take the average between the second and the second last. Sir, here also we are getting 20, plus 60 by 2. Again, sir, 40. Again, sir, you take third and the third last. Sir, again, sir, you see we are getting 30 plus 50 by 2, that is 40. Now, why this happens? There is a very simple logic, sir. Because from this middle point, from this particular middle point, this is 10 less, this is 10 more. This is 20 less, this is 20 more. So actually what happens, always if you add, you will end up getting twice of this, the sum. And you divide by 2, you will, the average will always be what, sir? Average will always be the same, this particular middle value of 40. This is something Bernoulli had noticed in the like the first in the recorded history. Now, whether someone had noticed it like before Bernoulli, maybe they did not get the recognition, they did not have the peer team. That's a different story. That is a completely different story. But Bernoulli actually did this, like in the recorded history for the first time. And using this concept, we can solve so many different questions. Let me give you an example. This will do later on, sir. Acha, now there's a problem. Ruko. Let me. Acha, let's discuss that. Then I'll come back to this. Sir, now there is a very simple. There is a very simple question, very natural question that comes into our mind, sir. What if, sir? Say for example, just for an example. Sorry. Why this is white? What if something like this happens, sir? Like say for example, there are 6 numbers now. 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we are talking about even number of numbers. Even number of numbers, sir. Say, let's say this, they are saying all are even consecutive even numbers. Sorry, the consecutive even numbers. Consecutive, last time we took even, consecutive odd numbers. Let's take odd numbers, sir. Okay, consecutive odd numbers. The sum is given. The sum or the average is given, let's say. So there are 6 numbers. There are 6 numbers, sir. So the average is, say, let's say given, sir. So I'm taking, chalo, the average is nothing but say 18. So total will be what the sum, if I take the sum of all 6 numbers, what will that be? Sir, into 6. Average into n, it is equal to sum, sir. We all know this, sum is average into number of numbers. Now we will say, sir, there's a problem. Sir, if I take x here, say, let's say, because there is no particular middle value. So this is x. So left me there are only 2 numbers, but right me there are space to write 3 numbers. So if I take this one as x, so left me I have 3 spaces, right me I have only 2. So there is a problem, there is a mismatch here. There is a mismatch that is happening. So how to get rid of that? Now, generally what happens, whenever I've seen students, they go for this, like this particular method, sir, middle value I'll take as x or whatever. So when they see that is the number of numbers are even, they're like, no, sir, let's not take any chances. But again, I'm saying you can do the same thing over there. Bernoulli was also very, like, he was a brilliant mathematician. Sir, what he did, he said, this is middle, both are actually middle values, because you see left may do, right may also 2. In both the left side and the right side, both are having this, like 2 numbers each. So these two are your what? These two are your middle values. These two are your middle values, sir. Sir, he took middle value of that, meaning average of these two as x, sir. He took average of these two as x, sir, meaning, sir, this particular value I'm saying, chalo, sir, this is x. Now, this is not a number. This is not an exact number in this series of 6 numbers. So he is taking the average of these two. And how he is making it, sir, we all know, even if it is even number, be it is an odd number, the difference between 2 consecutive even or 2 consecutive odd numbers is what, sir? So that we all know, consecutive even or consecutive odd, the difference is a 2. So now if I take this as x, now please understand this is not part of the series. So can I say this is sir x plus 1 and this is sir x minus 1? Why sir? Because I need to maintain the gap of 2 here. I need to maintain the gap of 2 here. Now you see, you take the difference, x plus 1 minus of x minus 1, you see you are getting 2 sir. So gap of or difference of 2 is actually maintained here. Now, if you can write this line, then the whole problem becomes very, very easy. Why, sir? The next one will be, sir, 2 more than this, because the gap of 2 I need to maintain. So, next is x plus 3. Do not worry about whether it is odd or even number. Absolutely don't worry. So, next one, x plus 5. Why? Like, why you don't need to worry, you will see in the next line only. So, this is, sir, x minus 3, 1, minus 1, minus 2, that is minus 3. And this is, sir, x minus 5. You see what is happening here, sir. Minus 5 plus 5 gone. Plus 3 minus 3 gone. Minus 1 plus 1 gone. So again, sir, you will say, this is, so there are 6x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So left hand side, every digit, every constant has been kind of cancelled. 6x is equal to 18 times 6. So the value of x is 18 only, because 6 and 6 gets cancelled. Meaning this value is how much, sir? 18. Now, sir, you will say, sir, this is consecutive odd numbers. How can I get 18? Please understand. This is 18. This is not the part of the series. So, these are the numbers. X plus 1 said 19. X plus 3 said 21. Then said 23. Here, sir, 19. So, this is 17. Sir, this is 15. This is 14. Whatever question they might ask from here, you can see, you can answer anything. You can answer anything. So again, what I'm trying to establish here, please understand, it does not matter whether it is even number or whether it is an odd number. Whatever is given to you, you can always get back to your feet using this particular method. It will never give you like much trouble. It will honestly never give you much trouble if you are willing to think like this. You will say, no, sir, I don't want to think so much. So in that case, always the basic method is there. X plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. You go on like this. Okay, perfect everyone. Perfect everybody. I hope this is 100% clear. So let's do a couple of questions. So let us do this question that was asked in CGL 2020. Let's see. Average of 8 consecutive even numbers written in ascending order is 17. Okay. So what is the average of the last 3 numbers? 33 numbers, 36 and 53. So they are asking you something else. So first let us figure out the last 3 numbers. To answer this question, I need to understand the last 3 numbers. Right, sir? Let's see, sir. Sir, 8 consecutive even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total is given, like total average given means total also given. So total is 17 times 8, sir. If I multiply, if I add, if I choose to add this, it will be, sir, it is like this. Because sum is equal to average into number of numbers, and there are 8 consecutive numbers. Sir, what I'll do, sir? Middle number, this is even number of numbers. So 4 here, 4 here. So middle value is this. This I am taking as x. This I am taking as x. So next one, x plus 1. Next one, x plus 3. Why? Because whether it's even numbers or odd numbers, it does not actually matter. Why it doesn't matter, sir? Because whatever you do, it will always be gap of 2. So x plus 1 if I take, so it will be x plus 3. Next one, sir, x plus 5. Next one, sir, x plus 7. What about this? X minus 1, x minus 3, x minus 5, x minus 7. So let's just go with this. Minus 7 plus 7, minus 5 plus 5, plus 3 minus 1 plus 1. So meaning what we are getting, you see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8x, it is equal to 17 times 8. That means, sir, the value of x is 17. The value of x is actually 17. Achha, I guess there is a small problem with the question. I don't think this will be even. I do not think this will be even because we are all getting. Achha, 1 second. No. Sorry. This is even. Because the numbers are to x plus 1, x minus 1. Absolutely. The value of x is 17. Now what do I need? I need the last three numbers, meaning these three, x plus 3, x plus 5, x plus 7. So x plus 3, this number, 17 plus 3 is 20. Now once you get one number, now you don't need to put values because the next two are even numbers. So 22, 24. This must be 22, this must be 24. So once I get one value, I'll just like take the next two even numbers, right? They're asking average of these three numbers along with this. So average will be sir plus, plus, plus other two numbers, this one, divided by sir 5 total. Because there are total 5, three numbers here, one here, total 5. So let's calculate. Let us calculate. Now you can use the like the deviation technique, the normal technique. Here it's very simple calculation. I'm doing the same simple thing. So this is 30, 20, 50, 60, sir. 60, 60 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20. So 50 plus 20 plus 20 is 90. 90 plus 50 is how much, sir? 90. So 90 plus 60 is how much, sir? 150. 153 here, 2 here. So 155, sir. Divided by 5 if I take, sir. Excuse me. Just a second. So the average is coming out as 5 3s are 15, 5 1s are 1. So average is coming out as 31, which is nothing but your option number 4. Which is nothing but your option number 4. Again, very, very, very simple questions. This is nowhere near difficult. But again, I'm just showing you, this is also an approach. This is how you should think. This is, I'm just asking, this is how you guys should be thinking whenever you see a question like this. This is the most optimum way of thinking. That's all. Now, with practice, what you will do, you will not write all these things. We will not write, I'll say, Achha. So this is the middle value. You see, if I just want to make this shortcut, sir, 17, sir. So always the middle value is that. You see, at the end of the day, I'm getting the value of x as 17 only. So that means that this value, I'll directly say, sir, this is 17. So that like the next two numbers, one is 18 and one is 16, sir. Now, from here you take three consecutive numbers like in the backward direction. Here you take three in the forward direction. So it will be, sir, 16, then 14, 12, 10, so 20, 22, 24. So I can do anything I want. I won't be writing all this. This is just for your understanding. So you see 8 consecutive numbers. That means the middle value 4 and 5. In between that, that value is 17. Think like this. Try to visualize. So 4th and 5th will be, sir, one is 16, another is 18. Directly you write this. Directly you do this. You don't need to do all this stuff. This is just for understanding. Right, sir? Sir, one last question let us do. This one. Again, 2019 CHSL. It's a very good question. It's a very, very good question. The average of 5 consecutive odd numbers is M. I'll show you what happens and what not. Let's do one thing, sir. I'm doing it a little bit easy, like quickly now. 5. So average means, sir, this middle value is M, because 5 means odd number of numbers. So next value, sir. Sir, even or odd, whatever happens, the gap is always 2. So M plus 2, M plus 4. This is M minus 2 and this is M minus 4. Directly I'm writing this. If the next 3 odd numbers are also included, so that means next 3 odd numbers, so M plus 6 plus M plus 8 plus M plus 10, sir. These are the next 3 consecutive odd numbers. What is the increase in average, sir? They are asking what is the increase in average. Let's see, sir. Let us see, sir. Achha, if I add all this, if I kind of add all this, okay, you can do it by deviation as well. I'm just showing it the most basic method. Sir, minus 4 plus 2 minus 2, all are gone. So it is nothing but, sir, 5M. This is nothing but, sir, 5M remaining plus. Over here, 1, 2, 3 M's, 3M plus, sir, 6 plus 8 plus 10. So that is 3 8s are 24, sir. So this is the new sum, the total sum divided by now how many numbers are there? How many numbers are there, sir? We are having 8 numbers, 5 here, the next 3 numbers here. So you see, if you calculate, sir, it is 5M plus 3M, 8M plus 24 by 8 Divide this by 8, sir. M plus 3, sir. So the simple answer, how much is the increase in average? So 3 is the increase in average, option number 1. This is to understand. Now, sir, let's think like this. Let us all think like this. Sir, this average, so we all know. So this average, we found that, this average is M. This average is, sir, M. So, sir, please understand. If I use deviation method, this number is how much more than my average? So it is 6 more than my average, 6. This number is how much more than my average? So this number is 8 more than my average. This number is how much more than my average? So this number is 10 more than my average. So this is the total deviation. This is what we call the total deviation. Right, sir? So average is what, sir? Whatever is the deviation divided by the number of numbers. So that is 8 numbers now. We are calculating 8 numbers. So whatever was my previous average plus deviation by like the total number of numbers. So this is 8. So this is, if you calculate M plus 24 by 8, I can straight away say, sir, this is the 3. This is the definitely 3, sir. Very, very, very simple. So this is the more efficient way of solving this rather than doing all the stuff. Again, is it clear? Again, is this absolutely clear? Right? Now, another shortcut, sir, just you remember this as a form of theory, sir. If you add always whatever number of numbers you are adding, the average will always increase by that much. If you are adding 3 numbers, it will increase by 3. If you are adding 5 numbers, it will increase by 5. If you are adding 15 numbers, it will increase by 15. So always actually remember this. This is a property of average. This is actually a property of average. So actually CGL asked you one question on this particular property only. They asked you this in this particular property only. And I hope now this is 100% clear. I hope this is now 100% clear. So this is how to deal with consecutive numbers in the average. I hope you guys have understood this. Very simple, very short video, but again, the whole concept I've tried to cover. This very specific, very small concept. But I hope this is absolutely clear to everyone. So if you have any doubts, feel absolutely free to kind of comment it down below. And if you have liked this video, please hit that particular like button. It gives this particular video a little bit more reach. So knowledge is something. If you share it, it will increase only, right? So again, any questions and any suggestion on the next topic, please feel free to kind of give that feedback to us. Okay, so please comment down the topic you need in the comment section. I will kind of pick that up in one of the next week's videos. Again, just a very quick announcement for those who are joining us for the first time. Sir, we are conducting a free live class drive every Saturday on our platform. Every Saturday we are conducting this. So again, anybody having any chapter recommendations at this particular part, I don't understand very clearly, if you can help us. So definitely you comment down that topic that on which you need a class. So I will pick that up. I generally take up topics from the comment sections of these videos only. So last week only we did Euler's theorem on cyclicity and everything. So again, just reminder questions we did. Now again, if there are a couple of topics that I have scheduled from the comments only. Now, if you have any particular recommendation, feel free to share that with us as well. So I generally in this part, so every faculty in our team takes classes, free classes every Saturday. I generally take the class on 10 a.m. 10 a.m. every Saturday. So if you need a class on a particular topic, comment down this and do follow every Saturday's class. It will be covered in a couple of weeks time. It will, and if you have any urgency, that also you please let us know. I will cover that in the YouTube classes, YT classes always. So again, and also if you want to join our live the paid batches, so we have just recently launched the CGL Success 3.0 and the Railway Success 3.0. So you are welcome to join that batch. The description, you'll get all the information in the description section. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining, like for watching this video. I hope you guys have learned something new. So I'll see you guys again in the next class. Till then, please take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.